Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Ritvik.
I can't hear you audio. Am I
Oh,
only the
sorry.
one?
Okay, sorry. Now, can you listen me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, shall I start with again?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, guys. Okay, yesterday we have seen Git version control system. So today we'll go into some depth. So today our topic is Git commit graph. So Git enables us to take snapshots of files. Means snapshots means we are taking it as a commit here. What is the snapshot means? In Git we call it as a commit. Means we have taken a snapshot of this version. So let's see if we can represent this commit as a oval here. What this we will represent it in oval shape. This is the basic graph. So next, let's start a repository. Let's create a repository. So here the name is net auto. You can name anything as your wish. You can name whatever name you want to your repository. After starting with this, we create a repository with the git init command. Okay, it is the command we use to create a repository. Git init. So here we can see the git init command creates a repository. Net auto, you can name whatever you want. So now let's say we have added two files to our repository, file 1 and file 2. After adding these files, we decided to take our first commit, means taking a snapshot of our repository. So the commit is represented by oval here, as I told you before. Okay, here we have committed file F1 and F2. So now, as we have done our first commit, we can just come back to this point whenever we want. If we want to see our files what look like in our first commit. So suppose after doing 5 or 6 commits, you want to know what is the first file we have created. What is the file which is without any modifications. So you can just come back here to this first commit and you can restore it. So now let's say we have edited F1. Okay. After edits, we can capture this F1 with a commit again. See the color is lightly shaded of F1 means we have modified it, but the file F2 stays remaining the same. So we have two commits till now. Okay, this is a history, commit history. We have two commits till now. So now let's say we want to delete F2. Okay, we have deleted F2. After edits, we can capture this, means we can make a commit. Okay, guys, we can make a commit here at F1, means this is our third commit. Okay, we are saving our file in this third commit here. We have deleted F2, we have modified F1. Okay, after this, we have what we have till now is we have made 3 commits in our history. Okay, in our git history we have made 3 commits. After this, F1 is in its updated state, the same way it is in our second commit. We have nothing changed it again, so it stays the same as it is in the second commit. But the first commit file is different from these two. We have modified F1. Here we have deleted F2, means we don't have that file F2 in our third commit. But if you want the F2 file again, you can just come back to this commit and retrieve it whenever you want. No problem. So after this, we can understand the Git tool, how much useful it is to all our projects. Means we are 100 members working on a project. One member wants something, he can come to any commit he want. If another member wants another commit, any 56 commit, he can just go to it directly. He can see whatever the modifications, right from starting to the till the very end. Okay, guys, are you clear till now?
Yes.
Okay. So now we also understand what is commit. So what is commit? Commit is something that saves our file at a particular point of time. At one time, we made this commit. At one time, we made this commit. All that. So now we have 3 areas in Git repository. So let's see what are they. 3 areas of Git repository. So what we have is working tree, staging area, and history. The working tree is where we add, delete, edit files. We do that in the working tree. The Git history is equivalent to the history we have seen till now. Okay. This history is kept in a hidden directory called .git. .git directory contains these two. It is a hidden Git directory. For every repository we create, it will have these 3 areas. It will have this .git hidden directory, means it stores all our history. It is the main part for our Git repository. Suppose if we send our .git directory to anyone, to some other companies, means they would have our complete Git project and its full history. They have access to all versions in any commit we made. Okay, so we should never share this history with anyone. As I told you, if we are working on a project, we make changes in the working tree, only working tree. So let's say we have edited 3 files. F1 we have edited, F2 remaining the same, F3 we have edited. Now we want only these 2 files, F1 and F2, for the next commit. Okay. The way we get control is the staging area. What you want to commit, we can do this from here. When our staging area is right, we can make a commit. Okay. We can make a commit here. The file we left out will be included in the next commit. Means whenever you want. Okay. Whatever changes we do, it all goes to the working tree. Staging area means here, from here, if this is good, all good, then we will make it a commit. That commit goes into the history. So this both make .git hidden directory. These diagrams will make sense as soon as we go into commands. So today let's just create our first Git directory. Before going to Git directory, you need to make sure that your Git is configured. So I will open my command prompt, and I have already configured it. If I want to see whether my Git is configured or not, I have to type git config. See, here it will show you. Can you see it, guys? Here, my email name and my username, means I have configured my Git with my GitHub account. Okay. So now let's go to the Git bash. You can open this command with git bash. Okay, you can just type, it will get installed around with git. Just you have to type git bash and it will get opened. Okay, I have this here. So now I want to create a directory. What will be our directory name? Okay, guys, is it visible?
Yes.
So mkdir. Actually, what is the git bash is a part of Linux editor. Means VI editor it will use as a default. So what the commands we use is the Linux editor. So to create a repository, we make dir. What will be our directory name? Can just name it team git. Okay, team git is our directory name today. It will take some time, guys. Okay, it have created. So now let's move into our directory. To move into our directory, we have to type cd teamgit, means it takes us into that file. So now we have entered our file teamgit. On our file system, we have entered this teamgit file. Okay, now we want to add a file into our directory. Okay, so how we will add? We have to type vi. So the file will be, let's say, S1. Okay. So now here we get an VI editor. It is completely Ubuntu editor. So it comes defaultly with the Git installation when we do it. You can see Vim editor when you are installing. So now if you want to write anything in this editor, first you have to press caps lock I. Means here it is showing insert. Now you can write anything you want. Okay, I'll just place my cursor here. Hello, everyone. Okay, now we have added some message into our file, and now we want to save it and then exit. So to save, we have to press escape again. Means we are removing insert function. Now we just have to type at this end :w. Means it is saving the file. After this, again you have to type :x. Means we are exiting our file. Okay, guys, clear till now?
Yes.
Should I explain again? Okay, let's continue. So now we want to see what are the contents in our file. So we have, if we want to see that, we just have to type ls. S1 is our file. What are the files in our teamgit? Means ls command will show S1 is our file. So now we can make this directory hold a git project with git init command. I have shown you in the graph already. Yes. So just type git init. Means we are initializing a git directory here. .git hidden directory we are creating by this command git init. So now it gives a message initialize empty git repository. This is the path for our directory. So we know by this statement that our git hidden directory is created. So if we want to see it, we just have to type ls -a. See, this is our path hidden directory .git. I have shown you in the graph, right? See, this is the .git directory which is hidden. So this is the .git directory which is hidden and it contains S1 file now. Okay. So what we have done till now, we created a directory named teamgit on our file system. That directory is now Git repositories working tree. Okay. Working tree. We have created a file in this working tree. We are done with our first step. Next, we ran the git init command. By running git init command, we have created these two areas. Now, here we know the git directory created these two areas. It have history and staging area. As we discussed before, git directory is what holds a repository. This is the main part of it. So we haven't made any commits yet. To see anything in the staging area and this history, we haven't made any commits yet. To see that, we have to make commit next. So what we will do next is git commit. Okay. So git commit. If we are making a git commit, we can see that file in our working tree, right? S1 is still in working tree. It does not go into the staging area. So Git will call it as an untracked file. Means it is not tracking S1 right now. It is just a new file. That's it. Okay. It isn't doing any tracking for S1. Just however, we will track it once we add it to the staging area. Means we are making a commit here. Okay. So before we do that, let's run git status command. Means it will show what is the status of our git. See, it will show the same. That is, S1 is an untracked file. I have shown you in the PPT. S1 is an untracked file. No commits yet. Right? On the branch master. We will see the branches topic in the next class. So it will just show master branch. So no commits yet, untracked files. It also shows how to commit a file. Git add is that command. So let's run git add now. Make a commit. Now we are making commit. Git add S1 means we are sending S1 into our staging. Git add. First, it will give a warning, but again we have to type git add. We have added that. Now, by this command, what we have done is we have thrown S1 into our staging area. Okay. Now we will run git status to see what we have done till now. See the difference, you can understand it. See here S1 is an untracked file. This git status command tells us this S1 is an untracked file. Now it tells us this is a new file, changes to be committed. Okay. To unstage it means to remove that file, we can just use git rm command, but now we don't have to use that. Okay. So this is making our file into staging area. So now what next we have to do is we have to make our first commit. Means we have to do that in a history. Okay. In this history part, until now what we have done is we have pushed this S1 into the staging area. Here our S1 exists now. We have to push that into our history, okay, so that we can see it whenever we want. So to make a commit in our history, what we have to type is, this is the important command of our all, git commit -m add file s1. Now git made a commit, one file changed, one insertion. So guys, you can see the hash here. This is the hash I told you on the first day, secure hash function. Okay. The git command creates a git commit with whatever it is in the staging area. Means whatever it is in the staging area, we just committed it to our history. Okay. Use the -m option. With -m, we provide a short message describing what is being changed. So now we have our first commit for our project with the single file s1. Okay, now let's look again into our diagram. So what we had done till now is we put file s1 in our working tree, and then we use the git add command to make it into the staging area. Yeah, I did that with the command git add s1. Git add s1 is the command we use for moving files from working tree to the staging area. Okay, now what we have done next, git command -m add file s1. This is the command we use to move files from staging area to the history. Means we are making commits here, the final commits. These all will be stored in this history. Okay, these are the two commands, very important commands. First, we are moving the files from working tree to the staging area. That is the git add s1. S1 is our file name. You can just use whatever name you want later in your project. So to move files from staging area to history, we use the command git commit -m. Okay. So now let's go back and see what's the status of our git. Okay. Git status. Okay. So here git status shows nothing to commit, working tree clean. Means we have nothing new to commit. Everything is our staging area is already committed. Everything is in our staging area is already committed to the history. Okay. Working tree clean means there is nothing new in our directory. Everything that's in the team git we have put into a commit. So we are clear with everything we have. Means S1 we just made a commit with S1. At this moment, this is the only S1 file. If we look at our output, git commit, okay, we see hash. It is it is hexadecimal, I think. Yeah, hexadecimal hash, but it is a complete 40 characters hash. It will show here only the first 7 digits. Remember, every commit we make has a unique hash. If we create a file, if we make a commit again, it will give a different hash. Every commit will have unique hash. So we just have single commit so far. Yeah. So if you want to see in our project who has done the changes, at what time, all that, if you want to know that, we can just run git log command. Means git log who is doing the changes at what time, all that. see, this is the 40 character hash I'm talking about. Okay, this is our master branch. Who did that? Author, myself. Here, date, Wednesday, August 12, timing. What I did, add file S1. Okay, so this is why we call Git as a secure. It will give the details who is doing it and all. So now we will make our second Git commit. Okay. To do that, we can just copy file from file S1, so that we can use command copy S1 S2. Okay, S2 is our new file. Okay, now I have created S2 file with the same matter in it. So now I will edit S2. To edit S2, what I have to do, I have to open Vim editor, VIS2. So since I have copied from the S1 file, it has the same message. So now if I want to write anything, I have to press caps lock +I. It will give the insert message here, means we are inserting something. Hello everyone. Now I'll make some changes. This is in get, I'll type. Okay. Now I'll come out of the insert function. I have to save that. What I have to do here. Can you see it here? :W. Our file is saved. Now what we have to do is :X, means we are exiting from our file. So it's done. So now let's edit S1 file again. We will see the differences again. So VIS1. It opened S1 file. Now I want to make changes in it. So what I have to do, again I should press caps lock I, means we are inserting something. This is our first class. I have to escape. I just want to save this file, :W. To exit, :X. So now we have done it. So what we did now is we have S1 file till now commit, we have already made it. Now we have S2 in our working tree. Okay, but it is not in staging area and history yet. We just have S2 in our working tree. Okay, our staging area has not staged yet. It still has S1 the same way it has in the working tree. Means we have modified it a little bit. So also S2 is not present in the staging area. Now if we run git status command, we can just see our status, git status. Git status I have typed now. What it will give is modified S1 and tracked file S2. We haven't tracked the file S2 till now. We have modified S1. Okay. The git status command shows us this. Back to our diagram, we can just see the differences. S2 is not tracked yet. S1 is same as in the staging area. It is modified a little bit. Now, if we want to see the difference between the working area and the staging area, working tree and the staging area, means we have modified this S1. If we want to see this F1 difference, what is the difference between two? What is the total difference between working tree and the staging area? We just have to type Means it shows us the difference between our two files. What is the difference between our two files? This is our first class. Okay, S1. It's showing S1. From this S1 to this S1, we have just typed hello everyone in this S1. In the first file, we just typed S1. Hello everyone. In this S1, we have typed this is the first class. Okay. Now git diff. Git diff is not saying, but git diff is not saying anything about S2, right? We haven't talked about S2 till now. So let's stage S2 to staging area. For that, what we did before is git add S1, right? Now we can just write git add S1, S2, but suppose if we have more files than just two files, means there are number of files we want to stage at one particular time. Okay. If we have now we just have two files, so that we can just write git add S1, S2. But if we have so many, if we have so many files, we can just write git add dot, means all our working tree files, whatever working tree files we have, all those will be included in the staging area, right? Git add dot. It will give us a warning, but again we just have to type git add dot. Now everything, whatever is in our working area, will be matched with the staging area. Now, if we are good with our working tree and our staging area, we can just make a commit. Now, we will just see our git status command. See, it shows we have modified file S1, new file S2. It is tracking. Now, Git is tracking S2 file as it is staged. We have staged that with this command, git add dot. Okay. Now let's comment our second file S2. We haven't moved our S2 file into the history, right? We haven't made our second commit. So it is git commit add S2 and edit S1, because we have edited our S1 file, right? Now we made our second commit, right? See, for this also git gives a unique hash 752. This is our unique hash for our second commit. Okay. If you want to see who done the commits, just have to type git log. See, first comment is this, second comment is this, first comment is this, add file S1, add S2 and edit S1. This is our second comment. Okay. So till now what we have seen is we just made a repository theme git, and then we go into that directory, created file S1. We have seen what are the contents in our file. We initialized it. We initialized the hidden repository. We saw that with this ls-a command. So git status, we have seen the git status. What is our git status here? Our S1 file is untracked till now. We made a commit git add S1. After git add S1, we have seen there are no commits yet. Everything is committed, new file. So now if you want to make a commit in our history, we just have to type git commit -m add file S1. So after that, we have seen our git status. After committing, we have nothing to commit, working tree clean. Now we just saw git log. who made the changes, what is the date, all that. So after that, we have created S2 file. We just copied from S1. We have edited those two files, means we have written some message here and we have edited S1 file. So if we see the git status here, we have modified S1 file, interact S2 file. So git diff shows the difference between our first S1 file and the second S1 file. This green mark, whatever this is in green, this is our difference from S1 file to S2 file. Git add dot means we are commenting whatever it is in the staging area with the history. Git add dot means all the files in our staging area will be committed. So now what we see is our staging area and our staging area and our working tree is same. So git commit -m add S2 and edit S1 means we have changed two files. So now I just saw git log. Who made the first commit? Who made the second commit? In first commit I added file S1 to the staging area. In the second commit I did S2, add S2 and edited S1. Okay. Now if we want to see the changes in the staging area and the history, means the commit we have made, we just have to type git diff dash stage. Sorry guys, we have to use this command before staging. We have staged it already, so it won't show any difference. Okay, these are the commands. We have total 12 commands here in our today class. We just use them again and again. So don't forget, I'll just show the commands again. Just have to git bash. Open git bash. I'll just show the commands again. mkdir means we are creating a repository. So now we will create another repository. Let's say team B. We have created our repository. D. Now we will go into our file. After that, we want to add file T1 BI. For that, we have to create file T1. So now I have to press caps lock plus I to insert anything. You can see here insert. Just have to type how are you. Okay. Now I just want to come out of the file. I have to press escape colon W to save the file. Press enter. W colon X. Press enter. We will get exited. Okay. So what we have done till now is we have created mkdir. Okay, means we have created a repository. And now we just go into the repository by cd command. After that, we have created a file. So in diagram, if you want to see again, you can just see it. This is the file. We have named it T1 second time. So this is our working tree. We are just seeing it. Now what we have to do is as our T1 is untracked file till now, we have to make it tracked. So if we want to see the contents what are in our file, we just have to type ls T1. It will show our file T1 name. So now I have to create Git project. We create Git project with git init command. This is the initializing command. Must memorize it. Git init. We initialize it. We have created a Git hidden directory. For that, if you want to see what is the Git hidden directory, ls -a. This is the hidden directory Git and our file T1. So now, if you want to see,
Hello, Sankitana.
yes,
Hello. What is that ls command for?
to see what are the files in our directory.
In our directory, okay.
Okay, team D we have created. Team D is our directory. Now, if you want to see the what are the files we have saved in team D means ls. Is it clear?
Yeah, okay, okay.
Okay. Now
You
we
call it
want to
as a directory or a repository? Both are same.
until here means no directory means we have just created team B directory. Until initializing we call it directory. After initializing we call it repository. Okay.
Okay.
So we initialize the directory we here with git init command. Okay, let's move on. So now let's just see git status. It tells that T1 is an untracked file. Okay, T1 is untracked file till now. It's not get tracking with git. So to make it tracked, we just have to type git add. It will give a warning. We just have to type again git add T1. Now we have made the untracked file, tracked file. Now if you want to see that, now you just have to run git status command. See the difference here, it says untracked file, here it says changes to be committed. No comments yet. All is done. Means everything is committed. Okay. Now we are making commit. Our first commit means we are making commit. Here we have done our untracked file into tracked file. Now we want to make commit means from staging area to the history. Okay, we will do that with the command git commit -m add file. This one means here we can use it with the file git commit -m add file T1. Okay. What we done is we have add working tree T1 file to the staging area, and after that we have made our first commit with this command git commit -m add file T1. What it will do is it will make it our first commit in the history. Okay. Now let's run our git status command again. Git status. So our branching tree, branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean means we have no new files and we have nothing to commit. So you can just go on. Now if you want to see the who made the changes and everything, you can just type git log. This is the 40 character hash I have told you. The first 7 characters will be given here while we make it commit. Okay. This is the 40 character hash and the other date and everything. Now, if you want to make our second git commit, I'll just copy from T1 file to T2. Now I want to edit T2 so that it's not same as T1. T2. Okay. It copied same from the T1 file. Now I have to press caps lock plus I to get insert, means to write anything in this. So if you don't press insert, what we'll do is you can just write anything. Okay, nothing will be there, no lines. So if you want to just write caps lock insert, oh, I deleted it, sorry. So I'll just type hello everyone. Now I just have to press escape :W :X. So now I will edit our file T1 also. Right, T1. So now I have to press caps lock I to get into insert. What are you doing? How are you? What is your? I'll just ask what is your name. To save it, I have to press again escape :. You can see it here at the end. :W. Press enter :X. Okay. We have done with editing our files. After that, you can just see the git status. It says T1 file is modified and T2 tracked untracked file. It wasn't tracked till now. Okay. If you want to see the difference between the tracked files and untracked files from working tree to staging area, you just have to type git diff. This is the difference between the file as first file T1 and T2. We haven't talked, sorry, T1. This is the difference between the T1 file here in the working tree and T1 file in the staging area. We are not talking about S2 here. Okay, we are not talking about S2 here. So now we want to stage everything what is in our working tree to the staging area. You just have to type git add dot, means all the files what are there in our staging area will just directly go into the history. Means we are making a commit. Git add dot. You can see it here. Git add dot. It will give a warning first, but again you just have to type git add dot. Okay, we now everything in our staging area, everything in our working tree matches. We had made our commits. Now to make a commit, you have to type git commit, same command -m add T2 and edit T1. I have done that payment. So everything is committed now. After making the commit, if you want to see what is our git status, see on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clear. Now if you want to see who made the commits, what are the commits, you just have to type git log. What I have done, first added file T1, next added T2 file and edited T1 file. These are the two commits done by me. Other, my name, it will show, date, time, everything it will show. So that's it for today. This might seem clumsy, but once you practice, it will get easy. So what we have done till now is we saw the git commit graph. Okay. We have seen the git commit graph. What are the commits look like? and the 3 areas of the Git repository, how to make Git commit, right? Make a Git commit. We have seen that. Till today, we have seen Git commit. Tomorrow, we will see what are the files we should remove. Means if you want to remove that files, retrieve that files again, tomorrow we will see that. So that's it for today. Any doubts still here?
Sankirtana,
Yes, Ritik.
we are using git diff for adding files from working space to staging area.
No, it shows the difference between the files in working tree and the staging area.
Okay, we use the git add dot for moving files from staging area to history.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you.
That's it, guys. Don't other have any doubts? So can we call it off here? Hello.
No doubts.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye.